Hello, welcome back. How is everyone? I hope everyone's doing well. I'm just doing another video just to kind of give you a little bit more information about what a nurse is and more information about, what it's like to be a male nurse. As I got a great comment from Obi in it, I hope that's how you say it, just wanted to know about more information about being a nurse. So kind of starting off is, how did I get in? I was in sixth form, was doing BTEC Health and Social Care, which I believe they might be now fading out. However, there's now the T levels, which is kind of another opportunity, which is actually much better because I believe you can have experience, you can get experience, while you're doing that course, which I think is really, really good. Anyway, so I did the BTEC, wasn't really sure what I wanted to do. Then I kind of looked into nursing, got a little bit of experience from a local nursing home, thought, yeah, I'd like to do this. Had a little, went to the local hospital, gained a little bit of experience in minor injuries, which I thought was fascinating because I thought that would be run by doctors, but actually it was all kind of nurse-led by nurse practitioners. And that originally is something that I was quite interested in and wanted to do. So anyway, I decided to pursue my career within nursing. From my BTEC Health and Social Care, I then did the 3-year university course, which then led me to become a registered nurse. I thought it might be worthwhile mentioning, if you're looking to do nursing and you're at that age, 16 to 18 say, or even a little bit before that, there is loads of different ways to get into nursing now. So you can obviously do the 3-year degree, or you could do the Nurse and Associate course. So the Nurse and Associate course is a 2-year course which you can do whilst you're working in a hospital. The trust will fund you to do it, which is great. And essentially you're gaining experience on the job as well as studying, and you come out and you're a registered nurse and associate. A registered nurse and associate is a little bit different to a nurse. It kind of bridges the gap between a healthcare assistant and a registered nurse. So you'll still be doing medications, you'll still be doing wound care dressings. There'll just be some stuff that you won't be able to do. For example, taking charge of the whole ward. And then if you wanted to, you could then do the top-up degree, which is a 1.5-year degree. And then after that, you would then be a registered nurse. And again, if you wanted to try and do this kind of a cheap way, you could then see if your trust could fund that as well. Therefore, technically, you wouldn't have had to spend anything, which is quite nice. And also you can do the kind of straight up degree within the hospital, which you could ask them to pay as well. But obviously there's loads of different things that you need to go through. You'd need to kind of enter through the hospital via kind of a healthcare assistant route, which could be a new to care route, or you may already be a healthcare assistant. And then there needs to be, the funding process agreed, which would normally be by your line management and divisional directors, etc. Anyway, so yeah, I began as a newly qualified nurse. I was 21, very excited, very eager, and with nursing, you can go wherever you want. Male or female, you can go wherever you want, any country, pretty much any country. You may have to do a few top-up courses, and certainly anywhere in the UK. So I just thought, why not go to London? Everyone's doing it. So I was 21, went to London. The trust that I was working at said, that they offered a highly discounted rate on accommodation. So I was living in central London this was almost 8 years ago. I was living in central London for £521 a month, all bills included. This was a room in a shared flat, but still central London, 20 minutes walk away from the London Eye, amazing. Worked there for 2 years. It was great. Obviously I was very nervous, and as a 21-year-old, it's actually quite a lot of responsibility to be a registered nurse. In hindsight, I would have still done it. Just make sure that you're ready, because you are, taking care of people's lives. The nightlife's great in London. When you're young, it's great. Then after that, I just wasn't sure what I wanted to do, so I went to private. Did that for a little bit as a senior nurse. Decided I wanted to go back into the NHS. So currently working the trust I'm in now as a charge nurse, which is basically you have a few different kind of grades in nursing. You have your band 5 where you start at, and I believe the salary is around 28k currently. That doesn't include additional increments. So when you do night shifts, you get additional pay. When you do weekends, you get additional pay, which is quite nice. So anyway, you start off as band 5. You then make your way up to band 6 if you want to, which is what I did. So that was called a charge nurse. And essentially that's you're running the ward. The way I see it is you're a team captain. You're making sure all your team's okay. You're making sure everyone's going for breaks. You're there when the manager isn't. You're taking care of any complaints. It's a lot of responsibility. It's a good job, and I think it shows you how far nursing's come. So again, you're liaising with doctors, trying to get your patients home. You're dealing with any issues on the ward. You are in charge of that kind of ward. So I did that when I was 23. I then became a ward manager when I was 24, 25. Again, great if you're thinking, you want to go into management. Well, actually, nursing's a good way you can go into management. So I became ward manager. Again, a lot of responsibility. You're dealing with complaints. You're dealing with any issues on the ward. Obviously, there's the great side of it as well, because I felt like this is my ward. Like, how cool is this? I'm 24, 25 years old, and I'm basically running my own ward. It's a really nice feeling. You have the days where, you go in, you say hi to all your patients, all your staff, and, as anyone will know, if you have a good team, you have a good ward. And you're doing appraisals, reviews, very, good job. And I did that during COVID as well, which, it was a tough time for everyone, really. I then went to be a practice development nurse. So that's essentially a nurse educator. Again, a very good job. You're training the different staff, whether that's newly qualified staff or internationally educated nurses or staff who aren't performing that well. You're working with them. You might be teaching staff how to take bloods, how to put in a cannula. Good stuff. So again, if you were looking to, be a teacher, obviously, there's that within nursing. And then if you wanted, you could go into lecturing. So again, just highlighting different opportunities that you can do. And then I became, I'm in my role now, which is kind of nursing workforce, which no one's ever heard about, to be honest. But it's essentially you're recruiting and you're retaining nurses, which there's a lot involved in that. A lot of meetings and a lot of, you need to come up with a lot of different ways in which you can retain your nurses, because it's very important, especially at the moment. And another part of it is safe staffing, where we essentially need to ensure that all the staffing is safe on the wards, as that is a big responsibility for the hospital. So I'm kind of just assisting with ensuring all the wards that have the right amount of staff, and helping ensure that any issues are escalated and dealt with appropriately within kind of staffing. And that's really my career now. Very excited to see where it will head. But I think it's important that I've done this video to kind of show you guys, actually, whether you're male or female, there's so many different opportunities with nursing, which I certainly didn't know. To be quite honest with you, and I hope this perception has changed, but when you're a guy going into nursing, being completely honest, it's not on anyone's top cards, is it? But I think that it's something that you should really consider if you're kind of looking that way, if you're looking the health way. Obviously, we need the correct nurses, so don't go into it if you're not a caring person, etc. But you need to explore this opportunity, because within nursing, there's so many routes you can go. You know, I haven't even spoken about if you're interested in the heart, there's a cardiac specialist nurse. If you're interested in, you know, falls, there's a fall specialist nurse. There's different little specialisms. And even if you didn't like nursing at all, which therefore I wouldn't recommend you do nursing, but if you didn't like nursing, there's loads of corporate roles. So you could go into the pharmaceutical kind of industry. You know, you could go into health tech companies, loads of kind of different opportunities out there. But yeah, feel free to give me any comments down below and let me know your thoughts. Thanks guys, see you later.